So I've been in the secure CRM for the past 10 years then, and I know that's my expertise. So that's where I looked. And I guess I have to mention that at that point, I managed to get all the 4 certification that secure CRM had available at that time.
Okay.
So I thought, like, you know, I already invest in that, so I just really want to get back to the secure CRM business.
Sure.
But as I was looking for jobs there, I found there was almost nothing out there. So and that's when I was like really thinking, and it's like a light bulb moment when, you know, every time I was in pre-sales engagement, Salesforce is always in the table, and so that's probably, you know, the time when I really need to research into it and just find out what Salesforce has to offer, why they are actually the #1 CRM platform.
Sure.
So at that point, then I actually started looking for roles in Salesforce. And there was definitely a lot more opportunities out there.
I bet you've never regretted that search, have you?
Not at all. So that's really the turning point. And I guess after that point, I did try to apply to Salesforce directly firsthand. So it was, I believe it was a pre-sales engineer role.
Sure.
So I just went in because I did have some, you know, pre-sales experience, but I guess I kind of knew this as well because I didn't really have a lot of experience in the platform, so I didn't really get that interview.
Sure.
But even though I didn't get that, I actually did get introduced to Trailhead.
Okay.
I looked at it, and that was definitely a great learning tool.
Sure.
So I knew if I want to be in the Salesforce industry or market, then I really need to, you know, get up to speed overall all the knowledge around the platform.
Sure.
So Trailhead definitely helps a lot. So I madly tried to get all those badges in the Trailhead.
Sure.
While I was looking for new roles as well, and I guess that's how I found Arxis.
Yeah.
So Arxis was one of the company that's pretty unique in the sense that they predominantly are Salesforce partner, and they only implement Salesforce solutions.
Sure.
But when they were looking for people back then, they didn't really require actual Salesforce experience.
Okay.
So that's what, you know, get me to try to apply.
Sure.
And I'm very lucky that they believed in me, because at that point I've only got my experience behind me. I didn't really have any certifications or anything like that.
Sure.
I guess I can only demonstrate that I knew a little bit about Salesforce because I was already learning with Trailheads.
Sure.
And so I was really lucky that they really believed in me, and they let me into their role. And in fact, that became the door for me to the Salesforce world.
Okay. So